thought out, just in general.
Just explain what you guys are thinking about the project.
You guys can
that's
go.
Take your product and go.
You go.
Yes?
Our group was handling the drought, the problem with the drought, and so obviously, like we saw from the video, it's a big problem, and like a bunch of animals are not getting enough water, and people too, and so we decided to make kind of this like water filter irrigation system. So basically, water will come into the system, and inside there's like a filter right here, and all the bad water flows into this bottle, and all the filtered water flows into these pipes here, and they go to like different wells around the area that is experiencing the drought, and then people or animals can drink out of the filtered water. Okay, so like she was saying, these are kind of like the pipes that the water goes through, and then it'll be filtered out in here, and then it'll come out here, and it'll go to like watering holes, and like, you know, just like for animals to like drink out of, and yeah, these are like for the pipes. So the pipes go underground and stuff, and then they shoot out into those wells.
Also, the idea of like the bad water, I know this is in a drought, so the bad water is like reusing water. So let's say like you dump something out in your kitchen, like pasta water, for example, and that bad water would go into here, be filtered, and then you could drink it again when it's filtered.
Yeah, I made a flap on the top.
Your presentation is done?
It was to like protect the filter from like wear and tear.
Yes. Judges, everyone, in general, 2 questions per group.
Can I ask a question? Do you have a name for your product?
Yeah, it's called the amazing, fantastic filtered.
Second question for the group.
Would you drink the water that comes out of that?
You could.
That's kind of the purpose.
Would you drink it? My question is, will you drink it?
Why not?
Yes,
Yes, you'd feel comfortable.
because it's all filtered. So
Because you
It's
said
all highly advanced.
you said it's the water from the wastage, right? From the kitchen, whatever, like you know. So the question I had was, is this for human beings or is it for animals? Because you said the animals can come and sing from the wells. So is it for everyone?
It's,
like
it's mainly for animals to drink, but humans can also use it to drink water. I guess it depends on like where you like can place it.
So pipes could go to watering holes for animals, or they could go to wells for humans to take the water out of, since it's all clean.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you very much. You may offer your product to Swami right now, sure. Thank you. Come back.
So our group's tackling wildfires, and as we all know, wildfires are a significant issue in not only the state but other parts of the world. And a lot of individuals think wildfires are only caused by climate change and natural disasters, but 90% of all wildfires are actually also caused by human involvement. So our group came up with a solution to tackle this issue by building a device to combat like unattended campfires, because that's also a really significant issue. A lot of people leave their unattended campfires, and that results to a lot of property damage, and when the fire becomes too big, it's hard to extinguish it.
So the main use of this idea, which will go into more detail later, is that this box would cover a fire no matter how big, and it's made to automatically extinguish the fire, because if you don't do it properly, it will leave it unlocked.
Basically, like even though most campfires are unattended, the soil will always make sure it's attended because you can close it if it's not. And basically, the purpose of this is to also still have your campfire like wherever you want it, but like still also protect the like vulnerable.
So like, as these bottles are here, they're like water sprinklers. No matter how much the height is, as they said, you can like, they'll act as the water sprinklers. You'll have a button here which you'll just press and then you'll put out the fire.
So we also want to say that the material that this box is made out of is a like clear material that is also recyclable so that it can be reused and the material won't take away from the campfire itself. So this box here is to convert carbon dioxide that is created by the fire into oxygen so that your fire can still thrive under this box. And so you can still be having a fire and get the light and heat from it that you like, but whenever you decide that you want to put the fire out, all you have to do is press this button and it will stop converting the carbon dioxide to oxygen so the fire won't have the fuel it needs to thrive anymore and it will completely douse it out with the sprinklers.
This detector right here is like a smoke detector, so it will keep on working until it detects no smoke and then it'll stop.
So buy this to combat your campfires.
Any questions?
So this was about wildfires, and then how did it turn into a campfire?
So as we were saying at the beginning, 90% of wildfires are started by human activities, and campfires are a huge part of that. So what we did to create this project was to tackle one of the causes of wildfires to make it so that wildfires are less common and try to reduce the amount of carbon emissions and harm that wildfires have.
So as a person, I want to enjoy my campfire. So how do you motivate me to buy this box?
I'm sorry?
How do you motivate me to buy this box and use it when I go for a campfire?
Well, if you really think about it, who doesn't want to help the environment? Would you want to stop wildfires? Of course you would. That's why you need this. Because this is an easy way. You can still get everything that you want from your fires, but using this box, you can also extinguish it perfectly fine and cause no accidents.
So it's a foolproof system of extinguishing the fire.
You wouldn't want a wildfire to be just from you.
And like she said, it's not harming or taking anything away from your campfire because of the material it's built with. You're still getting all the light and the heat and everything that you want from the campfire. It's just a safer way to have that enjoyable campfire.
And also it won't start another wildfire.
Exactly.
Okay, well, thank you. Okay, you can leave your product for Swami. We'll put these out later. Group 3, go quickly.
So our product is called the Hurricane, and what it basically is that a big issue like throughout the world is hurricanes and the destruction they cause to our infrastructure, specifically houses. So our solution to that is the Hurricane, which how it works is the bottles, which are actually fillers, when they feel like the water and they start to inflate as well as rise up with the water, and with that they lock in from the sides to protect the house on all sides, just as an extra layer of protection with strong material, of course, to stop any damages to the house. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward design overall.
Oh,
We ask careful.
And in order to increase sales, it will be 50% off at your local Costco.
Okay, question. Manjula, I'm going to be totally dumb here, okay? Because I honestly did not understand that concept. Let me explain to you what I understood, okay? orange box is your house, right?
No, the box inside of the orange box is your house.
I think, so what do you mean? That's as soon as the hurricane, the state opens up, that's what you mean?
And as soon as the hurricane hits, the pillars will inflate, so then the walls around the house will come up and it'll lock in.
Protects the house
Yeah.
and then.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's clear. Okay. Thank you for the question. Okay. Any other question? Okay, but thank you, sister, because now I think we understand what the idea was.
Yeah, 50% off at your local Costco.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, last
Okay.
To combat that, we decided on an alternative to ivory, which comes from the tagua nut, which is a tree native to South America, in the rainforest of South America. So this nut can be harvested without any harm to the tree. They just ripen and fall to the ground, and then they can be made into an ivory alternative.
Yeah, and since demand for ivory is mostly in Southeast, in Asia, since it's native to South America, we can cultivate it in India or tropical areas near that, and then just quickly ship it off to Asia.
And this tree we can pay farmers to
grow more trees?
grow these trees in place of their current crops and subsidize the cultivation of these trees, and then they can be exported to countries where the demand is, so we can be profitable.
Or if there's open land, then cultivation of these trees or plantation can start.
What's the name of the tree?
The tagua nut tree.
Tagua nut. So which is equivalent to the elephant tusk.
Yeah, it's an alternative type.
Alternative.
Interesting.
Any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could say that plastic's an alternative to ivory. How are you going to convince South Asia or wherever that this is an alternative?
Okay, so we could pay farmers to convert their current crops to these trees, and then they could sell them, and then they could be exported to countries where demand.
So they're converting their current crops into these trees?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sairam. Sairam. All of you did fantastic. The Sai way to do this would be to say everybody's a winner, but I know you don't want to hear that, right? You really want to know, you want bragging rights. Who doesn't want bragging rights? Alright, so we were a team of 6 that were tasked with judging who the winner would be. And honestly, we liked them all. We liked everything. We went by certain criteria that was presented to us. Most sustainable, best presentation, most realistic, most thought out. But we as judges added another criteria that wasn't given to us. That was it truly a team presentation? And I'll tell you why. Once a group of youth from Hyderabad went to Swami and they were saying, Swami, we built so many roads in this village. Swami said, I'm happy, but you know what will make me really happy? Not you building 10 roads, but the 10 of you getting together and building one road. So unity is big. And we've all heard some of these quotes that we gloss over, like unity, purity, divinity. Until you have unity, you won't have purity, only then can you reach divinity. So I'm not calling any one group out. Think the next time you're tasked with something like this, am I being a team player? Or am I telling I know best and I can run with this? You just have to stand there and look ready. So, and I'll tell you guys, as you grow up, you go into the corporate world, people pick up on things like this. Are you a team player? Do you include everybody? Do you exclude everybody, right? Ultimately, we are also trying to learn something, learn values here, right? That's why I wanted to mention that. And let me see. I know at some point I felt like I was a judge in Shark Tank, you know, sitting with these billion-dollar. Have you watched that show? Yeah. So, you know, sitting with these $1 billion to give away, and all right, put you to the test, right? All right. So I just want to go over what we discussed about each of those, and then I'll share the winner. We will announce a winner. So about the first group, the fantastic filter, we loved that when you were asked what's the theme, immediately you came up spontaneously. You came up with the topic. I don't know if you had discussed that. Had you discussed that in the group? Or it was on the spot when we asked what is the name of your product? You said fantastic filter. It was on the spot. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. Timing was good. I'm telling you what I like, what we liked in each of those things, right? And we loved that you talked about using the bad water, taking something that would have otherwise gone to waste and doing something with it, right? We like that point there. And with the wildfires, I actually did not know that 90% of these were started by humans. So we love that you're telling us something that we are doing wrong and not blaming it on something else. Saying, hey, you can do something about this. We love that about that. We noticed that the first and the second group, there was most teamwork. Would you guys agree? Team 3 and 4? Yeah, Nate?
Yes.
Okay, so keep that in mind in the future when you do these things. The hurricane team, we noticed only a couple of the children presented. And maybe you guys came up with the spokesperson and said, you two are going to do this. And I love that thing about 50% off in Costco. Yes, marketing. I think marketing is going to be your thing. We had an intense debate about the elephant poaching. Some of the aunties were saying, no, that is a problem. But then there was this discussion, but you're telling them not to grow something that's going to be a cash cow, and you're telling them to do this. Will they really do this? Is it really realistic? There was some discussion around that. So there was some debate about that being the environmentally most sound, because you're actually growing something, versus saying don't do this, you're growing something. That said, sisters, did I capture everything? Was there something I realized? And one thing that one of the aunties wanted me to mention is, when you come up to do a presentation, introduce the product, introduce yourself. So say, today we are here to tell you about this product, Instead of saying our theme was this, try to sell it. Like, 101 of marketing, right? That said, drum roll. So there were 6 judges. 4 out of the 6 picked the wildfires.
The other 2 pick.
The water filter. Water filter was. Guys, while this was a fun project and everything, you are the future scientists, the future policy makers, future engineers. It was so cool to watch you guys fix this together. There was one kid that said, oh, I just taped it together, You are going to go out in society and do these things. You may have a say in how your company does certain things. Are you going to implement some of the values that you've learned in SSE? Ultimately, it comes down to that. Because Swami used to say between Rama and Ravana, Ravana was great. He had actually mastered more arts than Rama, but Rama was good. So think about things like this and how will I implement this? Did you have a question?
If you were to pick some third place, would you pick?
We never went that far. I would say the elephants got some really intense, man, let's go with that. So would that be a fair assumption? Yes. Elephants would have been. Not to say the 4th isn't cool enough for anything. So the next time you're given a project like this, think about some of these criteria at the beginning. Did that capture what you were looking for from us? But again, everybody's a winner. Bragging rights are fine, but you're not going to tell someone, hey, I would have done this differently. This is not about that. It's about how you, personal growth. How am I going to take this input? How am I going to grow? How am I going to do better in the future? Okay? So I'm proud of each one of you, and you should be too.